Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It has been a day. My name is Martin. This has Played Any Good Books Lately? Let's begin. Alright, so as I mentioned, it has been a day. I lost power in the small rural community I live in Canada. And it only recently came back online. And yeah, it's that happened. And then Twitch wouldn't let me update my schedule. So all of you who are watching were expecting me to come online at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is now 1 p.m. or just a little bit before Central Standard Time. So I'm definitely behind schedule today. I still plan to be doing a 4-hour stream today. But yeah, it's been an ordeal. Definitely feel a little bit behind. Kind of juggled things around. I was doing chores instead of streaming, that sort of thing. But overall, not how I would have liked to have gone about my day. Okay, so just to do a little recapping for those of you that missed last Saturday's stream, I guess I should go over a little bit kind of the stream schedule as well. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is a 2-hour stream where I play more of like an action-oriented RPG. Been doing Fable in particular, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Saturday is an RPG focus day, and I've been playing this game, Siege of Avalon. It's kind of an older school, older temperament kind of RPG. No voice acting, all written dialogue, really, really excellent story. Combat's a little that sort of thing. So, Saturday is supposed to be 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's a 4-hour stream. So let's get into the game recap. So that's our quest, and then we've got our journal here. Just scroll through to a good place. Okay. So we've ended chapter 4, we've ended chapter 3 of Siege of Avalon. And in chapter 3, the overarching theme was that we were getting a missive to scouts in an outpost outside of the Citadel in order to warn a reinforcing army coming to the Citadel of basically an intercepting Shaol force. So, did all that, did all the side quests, we got knighted. So when you're a fighter class, knight is your, I guess, what's a good word for it? It's your kind of upgraded class. You don't really get anything out of it other than a title, but that's more or less what took place in chapter 3. Chapter 4 is a scout-oriented quest line. So, Siege of Avalon, for those of you who don't know, is a... Sorry, my dog is barking at me. There's lots of noises in the house now that we've got power back on. So Siege of Avalon was kind of the first attempt in the games industry to do sort of what Telltale Games does, honestly. It was... it was an episodic game. So you had chapters 1 and 2, which were the original game that got released, and then chapters 3, 4, and 5 were class specific. So you've got your fighter, your scout, and your mage. It's mage. And the point of these chapters was to basically get ranked up as in terms of the story. So when you're a fighter, you become a knight. When you're a scout, you become a ranger. When you're a mage, you become a wizard, kind of thing. And then chapter 6 is kind of tying back into chapter 1 and 2, and it's ending the story overall. So we're in chapter 4. Even though we're a fighter class, we receive the option to do chapters 4 and 5. We don't just have to do chapter 3, which is the fighter chapter. So we're in chapter 4. The Shahul have been at work outside of the fortress. They've been putting up siege works, getting ready to enact a major assault on the citadel of Avalon. So we're being sent out as kind of a thief in the night sort of thing. We're going in to find out what we can, steal information, obstruct siege works, throw a wrench in the gears, basically, is our job. So last stream, when we got into the weeds of chapter 4, we took possession of a special enchanted mask that allows us to basically blend in with the Shahul. It's like a camouflage mask sort of thing. It's not perfect though. When you've got there's Shahul that are kind of a little more wizened. So the shaman, the wizards of the Shahul force, and kind of their more surly warriors can also discern. It's basically the less intelligent in their ranks that are called the Ahol. So don't wanna drivel on for too long, but basically the Shahul are a nomadic race in this game's lore. Think of a blend of orc and men, and some of them resemble men more, some of them resemble orcs more. So the Ahol, Ahoul, are the more orcish, less intelligent, barbaric of the race. And the Shahul, so S-H-A, S-H-A-A-H-O-U-L, they are the intelligent, more human members of this race. A lot of them are able to use magic, or they're extremely skilled warriors. They make up the upper class of the society. So we can't hide from them. But I made some upgrades to the character, even though we were fighter focused. I upgraded our stealth stat to the point where our clothing modifiers were able to make it so that a spell called Shadow that we got in chapter 1 is able to hide us, essentially. So, frankly speaking, we don't even need this mask, but we have it. So let's get to a bunch of the story here. So there's some subquests that we've got going on top of the major quest. So Aratoi, one of the 7 kingdoms of Avalon, has an ambassador in the Citadel. He lost a friend in a Shahol raid when Aratoi's envoy was on its way to the Citadel. And I believe, let me just do a little bit of quick reading, Edgard is his name. So he got captured, and a subquest is that we're here to find him. Muddum gave us a quest of finding a scout in the ruins of the village where the Shahor are set up to grab information that the scout was creating. He was creating a map of the encampment for the forces in the Citadel so that we can better combat the enemy force, because the Shahol magic users are casting a fog around their camp, and we can't see what's going on. Olon, the shady merchant, is the one who provided us with the mask, and he also gave us a side quest. In the Shahol mage class, there's another kind of subclass called Dreamwalkers. And essentially, their power comes from a wand that they carry. Olon wants one of these very badly. So he gave us the mask to hide ourselves, with the caveat that we would have to get him one of these wands. He didn't quite threaten us, but he basically threatened us. He takes his debts very seriously, so to speak. And then I believe that's it. We got a quest also from General Roth. So, yes. So, General Roth, I gotta take us back to Chapter 1, otherwise it's not gonna make sense. So, General Roth is the leader of the military forces in the Citadel of Avalon. And we had a traitor in our midst who was basically a general more or less equal in rank to him. He was one of the head guys in the Council of Generals that lead Avalon's military. So, General Overon turned coat. He joined the Shahol for whatever reason. He had a lot of documents with him that made him valuable to the Shahol, and he's been holding on to these documents so that basically the Shahol don't just off him and just get the information anyways. He's making it so that he has to be the advisor to the Shahol forces, as opposed to them just having documents and being able to do what they want. So General Roth sent, for our final quest, General Roth sent us in to steal all the documents that General Overon was carrying in his satchel. And that takes us into the quests. So, here we are. We have all but completed all of the quests. So, we retrieved documents for General Roth. We found the scouts for Muddum. Unfortunately, the scout was dead. And we have found Edgard, right here. The only thing we have not done is found the Dreamwalker's wand. So let's get into it. Alright. So, you'll forgive me, it has been a week since our last playthrough. And I have to find a way to get Edgard safely to the to the Fortress of Avalon. So I believe I have slain all of the... That was close. So right here is General Oberon's tent, and there are 2 of Mithras. Sorry. Again, it won't make sense unless you know this, so I might as well say it for those of you who aren't aware. Mithras is the leader of the Shahol army. He has an elite guard that basically any high-profile persons in the Shahol camp, elite guards are going to be there. So this tent right here has 2 of Mithras's elite guards, and we almost walked right into them. Okay, so this is village number 15. Gotta be careful, otherwise Edgard is going to get killed. He has no weaponry right now. Actually, might as well arm our bow. Just trying to remember the best way to get around here. So I believe heading up this way will take us into the villages close. Oh dear. Okay. So we're just going to... Oh, we don't have any... What happened to all our spells? Oh, wait. I'm fat-fingering controls right now. Okay, select ourself. So we will cast Shadow on him and ourself. We gotta take... Oh, wait. That's probably one of the camps. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. We have a bunch of refreshed soldiers in the camp here. Okay. So we slayed all those guys last playthrough, actually. Not ideal. Okay. So let's just make sure that we keep casting Shadow, and we should be okay. So we're village 3 now, so we're now in decent shape. Okay, so we'll head up this... Oh dear, okay. Let's run. Village number 2. Okay, so these guys stayed slain. Okay. We'll run over. Let's run Edgard over here. The followers are very, shall we say, irritating in this game. They get you into all sorts of trouble. And the controls aren't exactly the greatest. You saw I was trying to just click on him to attack, and, yeah, ended up getting myself almost into trouble there. Okay, now this is Village 1, so here's our bridge back to Avalon. So let's just in case we have some Shahol back. That is actually pretty wild. Okay, I didn't get any training points off those guys. So, as I say, we slayed all of those guys, and you can rewatch. Like, we slayed pretty much all of these guys during our last playthrough. I did believe Village 1, I'm not actually that surprised. So, Edgard, you have my thanks, noble sir. So let's go talk to Joffret. And I believe he is Inner Keep level 1. Okay, so, yeah, I believe village number 1, we didn't slay anyone. We were just kind of seeing how the mask worked, but that is surprising. Now I got to remember what voice I used. I gotta start keeping notes, Because I'm basically... There's no voice acting in this game. I'm voice acting all the dialogue. I have to start keeping a list of kind of approximations of the voices I'm using. Otherwise, I'm gonna be inaccurate from stream to stream, which is not what I want. At last I can thank you. I've seen Edgard, and he told me of your bravery. I and my people are eternally grateful for the feat you have accomplished for us. Now, I no longer fear of having to give tragic news to my dear sister. You have made an old man very happy, brave Grumples. If ever you are in need, call on me for anything I may do to aid you. I am glad to do what I can to renew anyone's fading hopes in Avalon. You have certainly brought new hope to me, lad. And to the rest of Avalon, I suspect. You are very special, Grumples. Very special indeed. I sense that your future shall one day become legend, for you truly have the stuff of legendary heroes within you. You're too kind, Ambassador Joffred. I hope your own future will be less traumatic than the events of late. Until we meet again, farewell, good sir. Alright, so back to... Actually, since we're in Avalon, we might as well make the rounds here. So... Perhaps I don't talk to Muddum, though. I can't recall precisely whether or not that ends the quest. And I don't want to end the quest, because we still have to collect the Dreamwalker's Wand. So... What we can do, though, is we can drop a couple items, and we can sell a lot of this stuff here. So let's just see. So we've got greater protection. Okay, so we'll keep the rings of greater protection, but we will sell some of the more basic items. I think would be a good idea. Just make a little bit of money. Alright, show me your wares. Sparkling Ring of Charm. We can sell that, because our Diamond Ring has better stats. Ring of Protection from Cold we can sell, because now we have the Greater Ring. We have a Signet Ring, Ring of Health. We'll keep the Ring of Health for now. Ring of Protection from Electricity. Could probably sell that. Emerald Ring we can sell. Okay. Sell the Steel Kilts. Now the Mana Bow, I'll keep just in case. Okay, so now we're into the Rings of Greater Protection. Greater Protection from Fire. Greater Protection for Electricity. So we've got a couple of those, actually. So we can sell one. Is that the same? So 8 to 35 for cold. 8 to 35 for heat. Okay, so we've got two of those. Got another one for heat. Got another one for cold. Another one for heat. Jeez, I was just making it rain. Okay. I think that's everything. Probably reckon, well, we'll keep the Smoldering Ring just because it's got a strength modifier that might be useful. Okay. Sorry if the clicking is a little bit loud. I have been messing with my noise suppression. I noticed in a previous stream that it was essentially interfering with my voice. So I would talk, and if I wasn't absolutely getting air behind what I was saying, it wasn't really coming through. So, I did not mean to cast a spell. Whoops. Okay, so that is a little bit better in terms of inventory management. Now we can put a couple of these items away. So we're keeping our items in the outer keep level 2. So one of the more diligent viewers of the show, we call him Sep. He knows a ton about this game. And basically, if you have over 8 items in a chest at a given time, the game has a chance to delete the items from existence within the game. So what we've been doing is we have just been leaving stuff as a hodgepodge on the ground, because there are some items that we just don't want to lose. And that is, from what we've seen, that seems to be a more reliable way of making sure you don't lose your kit. And that is particularly important in my case, because I am not wanting to lose my fighter class specific items that I dropped so that I could play a stealth playstyle in this particular chapter. Oh, whoops, went to the basement. Did not want to do that. Level 1. There we go. Okay, let's make our way back down. So we are looking... Might as well just save our game since we rescued our fellow. Okay, it must have been that I didn't slay as many as I thought I did. So that is good to know, because now I can go around slaying indiscriminately. The stealth mechanic in this game is absolutely busted. It is wonderful. I love it dearly. Basically, since my stealth stat... Okay, so my stealth statistic is normally adjusted to 50 by the items that I am wearing. Because I've casted Shadow on myself, I am now boosted by another 50 points, and I have a stealth modifier of 100. I'm basically invisible as long as Shadow is cast. So I can run around fairly indiscriminately, essentially doing whatever the heck I want. So let's go back down to that big camp. Oh. Oh, whoa. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Let's talk to Old Ben then. Hail, stranger. What brings you to Old Ben? You're a long way from the safety of Avalon's walls, young warrior. I hope you haven't come seeking sanctuary. Though I've kept myself safe here, I can offer little protection to others. On the other hand, if you've come to rescue me from the Shahol lurking about, I'm afraid I must refuse. Are you sure? Those Shahol are merciless, and if they find you... Don't worry about me, pup. I've been taking care of myself since long before you were born. In fact, I would say that I've been concealing myself from others for so long that I think sometimes I must make an effort to appear to someone. In the weeks that I've been here, you are actually the first person I've revealed myself to. I must be getting lonely in my old age, I suppose. If you've been here for weeks, I suppose you can take care of yourself quite well. If you don't mind my asking, why exactly are you here? An old friend was looking for someone to keep an extended eye on the Shahol here in the village, knowing this would be a suicide mission for most. I volunteered. You seem surprised. Though you look at me and see a man who is long past his prime, appearances often deceive. No wonder Muddam came to me. You youngsters rush to judgment too quickly to have developed any real patience. You know Muddam? Know him? Why, I taught him everything he knows. You, I take it, must know him as well. Are you currently on assignment for him? It has been some time since he's risked sending anyone out. As a matter of fact, I am on a mission for him. When I return to him, would you like me to pass a message along? If you've a mission to perform, then why are you wasting time chatting with an old fool? Anyway, don't bother carrying any message to him. I've done quite well being this isolated. Frankly, if any suspicions of traitors are true, I would rather not have word of my location become known in Avalon. Good luck with your mission, young one. May yours be a success as well, old Ben. Farewell. Before you go, I have a bit of advice for you. That mask offers protection from being sighted, but it does nothing against being found out by a sensitive nose. If I were you, I would find some way to fool those blasted hounds the Shahol are so fond of using. Thanks for the tip. It should prove useful. I'm interested if anyone in the chat is aware of what he has alluded to. So, I have actually never beaten this game. I played it a lot as a kid, and frankly speaking, never really got past chapter 3. So, if anyone has any recommendations in the chat on anything in particular that would exposit a little more story for the viewers, I would be very appreciative of that. You know, I'm doing the best I can with the information I have, but honestly, as of chapter 4, this is more or less a first playthrough for me, so doing the best I can here. Okay, so let's go around. Let's just thin the herd a little. Oh. Right. So, because I am hidden and I look like them, they don't consider me enemy. So, I have to hold down the shift key so that I am able to actually slay them. So we're actually getting more of the map available to us as of this chapter as well. So in chapters, basically all the way up to chapter 3, you were only able to explore, I would say, what are we, Village 3? So yeah, like more or less like down here. So now we're actually able to see the full... This is the side of the church in Village 2. I'm actually really curious if anyone has done a map of... everything I've looked at online has just been the chunks of maps. This game never provides you with like a comprehensive map of the entire area. You're really only able to look at where you are at a given time. Which would also explain why I'm slowly running into more enemies here as well. Big force in there as well. Let's take them down. There we go. But see what I mean about the stealth stat? Like, as long as I'm hidden, I'm scoring vital damage, or sorry, I guess, what would be a phrase from another game? Basically stealth damage, I guess, is what we can call it, because that's what it is. So we're scoring stealth hits on these enemies, and it is doing massive, massive damage. So you would notice there that archer, we were able, so he's highlighted red. These guys are highlighted yellow. And the reason for that is because of the mask I'm wearing. So, like I said, the kind of lower class citizens in Shahul society can't tell that I'm human. So these guys are coming up yellow because I can actually engage in dialogue with these guys. But this guy must have been a fairly professional warrior, because I wouldn't have been able to fool him. And that is why he's highlighted red, because he is classed by the game as an enemy. Which is why I'm basically running around with stealth on all the time. Because on the off chance that he just happens to be one of those, I guess, superior enemies, I don't want to risk being caught by him. Okay, so there's also an option to go this way, and I'm not sure if I have yet. So we'll head over this way. Yeah, I haven't. Okay. And as I say, I'm still seeking the Dreamwalker's Wand for Olon. So any undiscovered areas are of significant import to me. Yeah, this is another... So that might have been... No, he's just a regular warrior. I was going to say, he might have been kind of a superior enemy with some good loot, but it doesn't look like he is. Honestly, unless you're slaying the shaman, the mages, it's not really worth... Okay, we have new enemies, folks. Naga. So if I know my Dungeons and Dragons well enough, snake people. So last chapter we had lizard men, and this chapter it looks like we have Naga, and it looks like we can speak to them. So let's give it a go. So no dialogue explicitly. Interesting. Wonder if it gives us any... Okay, so that's about Edgard. So we got our journal entry about him. I wonder if there's any unique story related to the Naga that I can uncover. Because the lore... So this game makes you work for the lore. It doesn't give you anything easy. Okay, so some more Shahul. So we're not going to be nice to these guys. Shahul Scoutmaster. Well, he can't be a master because we can talk to him. All right, chat. Let's give it a try. Let's talk to him. You also notice, so last stream I did Siege of Avalon. I actually had the voice changer mod in place. I kind of dropped that. I don't know. I just found that it wasn't keeping up very nicely, and if I ever kind of had a moment where my fluidity in my reading went a little bit, it just, I don't know. I don't feel like it came off very nicely. Maybe if you watched last stream, chat, let me know. But otherwise, I'm just gonna try my best to voice act it. I'm not a professional voice actor by any means. I'm gonna try my best. keeping in mind that these Shahul are kind of a more barbaric, testosterone-fueled person, so forgive me if the voice comes off as cringe. I'm just doing my best to make this a little bit more interesting, as opposed to just having to sit here and read it yourself.
Greetings, young warrior. I see you are new to this camp. Tell me, you have come like all the others, hoping to earn favor of the Master of Scouts? You must have some tale of bravery or skill to impress me with, so that I will fall over my own feet in my eagerness to share my wisdom with one as deserving as yourself. No? How strange. But there's something different about you. All my senses tell me that. Regardless, you are probably no better suited to learn from me than the others of late.
Truthfully, Scoutmaster, I am new to the camp and know nothing of you. As to my bravery and skills, I find that my actions tell that tale best.
Well spoken, warrior. There is a fire within you, that is certain. Yet you temper your words so that they are not muddled by arrogance. Impressive. Most impressive. Still, I find it odd that you have not heard of me. You must hail from one of the more remote clans. Perhaps one as unmolded as yourself could be an acceptable candidate for my instruction. Unlike many here, you seem capable of absorbing new things without injuring your pride.
Surely a suitable candidate will present himself, sir.
One may already have, I believe. Yes. You could possibly be one who could receive my wisdom. If you have not been assigned to a patrol, I would like to put the skills you are so humble about to the test. Perform it well, and I may impart to you some of the stealth techniques I've spent a lifetime perfecting. What say you?
Your offer honors me, Scoutmaster. Alright, chat. What's your perspective on this? I'm curious. Honestly, I'm all about learning. As much like this game does not hand you levels easily. I'm all about it. I'm honestly willing to learn from him. It's well, I suppose it depends on the quest he gives us, because he is an enemy, technically. I'm gonna go for it. The opportunity to learn from one such as yourself cannot be refused.
Very well. Before I begin any advanced training, you must prove to me that you have a basic aptitude for the art of stealth. I want you to retrieve an article of clothing from the Houndmaster's tent without being detected. To do this, you must avoid the attentions of his dogs. The Houndmaster's tent is located near a collapsed corner tower, portion of the Dirtmen's village, wall to the southwest of here. When you return with proof, I will instruct you in the skill of camouflage. Do you understand and accept this mission?
Yes, sir, I do. I shall return to you when I have the object you request.
Be swift and silent, young candidate.
I shall, Scoutmaster. But first, I will kill your whole camp. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, so none of these guys are reviving, which is nice. Alright. So, southeast of the Dirtmen's walls. So that... Where would that put us? So a ruined tower. Could it be by the church? Or down this way? So I believe I've been here before. Though, wait, Village 7. Perhaps not. So, let's see. The Scoutmasters decided to test me by having me retrieve an article of clothing from the Houndmaster's tent without alerting the dogs there. The Houndmaster's tent is located near a collapsed corner tower portion of the village to the south of the Scoutmaster's tent. Okay, so it's actually going the wrong way. So head over this way. Then we'll head straight south. New area. So I must be in the right spot. Okay, corner tower. Okay, these warriors are high enough level to notice me. Take these guys down. This must be an area. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm in for it. Ah, dang. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're back. Okay, we're back here. So I'll just speed through that dialogue again then. And then we'll recap. Note to self. Never stop casting Shadow. Okay, so we'll talk to the Scoutmaster again. Alright. Slay the camp. And straight south, he said. Okay, so let's save the game. Because I don't want to go through that ordeal again. Let's just keep casting like our life depends on it. Because it does. So this chat is like this is kind of an irritating aspect of this quest line. So some of the tents are essentially a gift that keeps on giving, more or less. So yeah, so you can see we're essentially refreshing enemies in the area. We're not even receiving training points. So there's no point in slaying these guys. Should just keep on going. So like I said, the shaman occasionally have good loot. Doesn't appear that he did. Okay, we did get a good chunk of training points off of that though, because I think we were around like 300 when we started the stream, so we're already up 20. Nothing off him. Okay, so a corner tower to the south. Doesn't appear that we have anything like that. No training points off him either. Okay, let's just complete mapping out up here. And then we will continue southward. I am currently in conversations with Sep. So when you search up this game on North American internet, not a whole lot comes up. However, for the viewers in Europe, they have told me that this game has quite a bit of support. So I've been slowly getting sent. Here we go. More rings, excellent. I've been slowly kind of broadening my search for mods and stuff for these games. Because I would really enjoy, like, kind of a larger map where I kind of get a comprehensive view of the entire village and my location relative to that entire village. Another cool thing that I kind of mentioned last stream is I would be really interested to have kind of important non-player characters actually, like, highlighted. Kind of a little bit bigger than, because, like, this red speck is me, but something perhaps a little bit more detailed than that. It sounds like there are a good amount of mods that... We've got lizard men here? Really? Lizard men. Well, the Shah will have a great many allies. Just keep casting that shadow spell. I do not want to die. There we go. Okay, so these were all fairly high-level warriors, so we got training points off of them. Got the shaman here. And we got a couple more rings. Making it rain. Okay. So I don't feel bad about killing the lizard men. It's just... I don't really want to kill them until I know why they're here. That's kind of where I land on it. There we go. Another camp down here. Another camp that just keeps on giving. Yeah, they just keep spawning. Unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll just walk right past you then. Oh, yay, more bots. I apologize in the chat when we get bots. It's not, there's really no good way to prevent it. Because the ways I've looked up... So that just keeps spawning... Just keeps spawning high level. Okay. Well, we'll just keep moving then. So this guy was a shaman, and he has many rings. This is like one of the easiest ways to get a good amount of gold. This game doesn't really give you good ways to make money other than this. Okay, so this is the lizard men. They're not counting as enemies right now. So let's... Okay, so we can't get in there by the looks of it. Or maybe... Okay, yes we can. No chests. Anything of importance? Doesn't look like. Okay, keep going south if we can. Okay, so we're back here. So this was an area, there's a tent here with a bunch of elite guards. I think this is as far south as you can actually go. Yeah, okay, so a bunch of the camps here are continual spawn points. So there's no point in doing any killing. I think these guys I can take down though. There we go. Mithras's elite guards can't be killed. Yeah, so this is... Okay, that's confusing. So this is as far south as I can go. So let's look. Adventure... okay. Village wall south of the Scoutmaster's tent. See if I can go east at all. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, let's run away. First and foremost. Okay, so we're back here. And this should be as far south as we can go as well. So is this the... No, because it has to be by a portion of the village walls. It has to be. Oh, wait. Flamberge, broadsword, greaves of extinguishing. Once part of a dragon slayer's plate mail, this armor will turn aside many flames. Okay, so that would probably be a decent piece of armor for fighting mages. Okay, so there's doesn't appear to be any village walls. That might count. There we go. Yeah, so for the most part, the Shahol warriors don't really carry anything that's terribly worthwhile. Okay, so nothing there. Whew, thank goodness. So that's stopping my arrows. That's dumb. There we go. See if he's got any rings. And he does! Woo! I love it when I win. Nothing here. Okay, so I haven't actually been in this area at all yet. So that's interesting. There's still, yeah, there's no walls here. This is just another endless camp. Yep. Camp of the Endless. Drat. There we go. Got a tent here. Stealth is just so broken. It's just ridiculous. I love it, but it's ridiculous. Helm of Alertness. Vorworm Skin Shoes. Cloak of Storms. Mail of Midnight. Alright. Let's see. So Mail of Midnight is excellent for our current purposes. So this is just a black studded leather tunic. So we can just get rid of that. This gives us a base to electric, but we don't get our stealth bonus. So, honestly, not terribly interested in that. Vorworm Skin Shoes. Keep them here, but don't think they're terribly worthwhile. Okay, let's just make sure we're exploring the full area here. Okay, so yeah, nothing up here, so we'll make our way down south. I'm glad the power stayed on. I was kind of worried midstream that that I would lose power again. Okay, I think this is just going to be renewing as well. Just watch the tents, chat. Yeah. Okay. It's a shame because you get no training points out of it either. Like, it would be okay if I could just sit there and basically farm. That would be pretty cool, but you're not really able to benefit from it at all. Okay, so, coming up dry again. So it said straight south from his tent, but we've done that, and it's not doing anything for us. Now, another area we haven't been, which is interesting, because I was fairly convinced that I explored the entire area last time. I clipped one. I was aiming for him. Yeah, okay. Just replacing... Drat. Shahul Warrior. We gotta be close. There we go. Just gotta be careful here because he's right by the edge of the map. Assassin's Knife. Jeez, I'm getting so much good loot. Gotta start playing some musical items here. Got too many rings. Got too much bling. Oh, what can I do? There we go. Gonna have to make my way back to Avalon to sell some stuff soon. No, I think this is just another... Have I been here before? Just random dead shaman? Okay. This is definitely the most expansive map. Shahul Warrior. Yeah, I would really love like a large map so that I can keep my bearings better. I don't really have a sense of where I am, or at least I don't feel like I do. Okay, well let's head down to this tent right here, because I reckon there will be some good loot in there. One hit. It's just so broken. Horned helmet. Yep, chest. Ruby red cuirass. Ring of Shadows. Definitely taking that. Boots of Evasion. Alright. I gotta make room for that. I'm sorry. It must be done. Oh dear. Not enough room in that corner. Just remember, chat, purple ring. I have a purple ring, and it does very good things for stealth. There we go. Okay, so right now I've got the Black Boots of Shadows, which is coordination, stealth +5, defense +2. Okay, and Boots of Evasion, defense +2, or defense +5. Okay, so what I'm wearing is still better, but still a good find. Okay, so this is as far west as I can go. Guess we'll start heading north then. Let's buy old castle walls for the village. So his tent is by a tower by the old castle walls. Sorry, chat, my dog is very animated today. Okay, so this is a portion of the walls. We had some tent there. I wonder if it's that, can't remember if it's a little bit more north from here. this is Village 5, so this is where we went down to fight the troll. Might as well take these guys down. Since we're here. It's actually really funny. So, I've got 2 dogs. One of them is upstairs. He doesn't like to come to my office in the basement. For whatever reason. And my other dog does. So, he'll make noise upstairs, and she'll bark at the noise he makes. Legendary amounts of intelligence, I tell you. Okay, so I shouldn't keep going north, so I should go south from here. Okay. Got lots of walls here. His tent. Like that. You have to... I would say you have to be fairly literal when playing this game. Let's just break this. Since we can. You know what? I can't. I don't have room. I need inventory. Oh. I can't see it. Where is it? Cast stealth on it. I can't. Did it just regenerate health? Are you kidding me? Oh my word. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna... Ah! This is frustrating. Why can't I just... Like, I'm damaging it. So I just gotta sit here? Like, look, Mom, no hands. I guess so. I keep damaging it. There we go. Battering ram destroyed. Let's just do a formal save instead of a quick save. Okay, so tent. So this must be the tent down here. And I have no space in my inventory. Alright. At least I know where it is now. So we are in Village 10. Remember that, chat. Village 10. Which is south of Village 3? Village 3. I better be right about that. South of Village 6. I fail. If I divide by 2, I'm right, though. If I divide by 2, I'm right. Okay, back to Avalon. We'll sell a bunch of those rings that we purchased, or that we looted. So, from Village 6... Oh, more enemies. Go. Some more invaluable training points. Village 2. So then we can head west from here, and then we're in Village 1. Yeah, perfect. Deckard's still here. He's just chilling. Bro's just chilling. Doesn't want to see his uncle. Okay, so it's super dumb. Okay, so I can travel basically anywhere I want in the entire castle, except the Inner Bailey. If I want the Inner Bailey, I have to go to the Inner Keep first, which is just silly. Now I can go to the Inner Bailey, and I can speak to all the merchants. Okay. So let's go through our rings here. So we've got over on satchels. So that's resistance from magic, which gives us charm. Wait, which one? Okay, it's this one. So ring of greater protection from magic gives us perception and charm. So that does mean I can go up. So it's +2 perception, +2 charm. And this is per 1. So I can sell this now. Might as well sell the Ring of Health, because it's only 10 hit points. Okay. So greater protection from colds. I can sell this. So just lots of repeats. But I don't want to be flippant while selling, because that's a quick way to sell something you don't want to sell. Ring of Greater Health. Okay, so I'll keep that one. Greater protection from colds. Greater from fire. Greater from fire. Greater from magic. We'll keep the Vorworm stuff. Okay, can sell that. At least I know they're not necessarily rare. So more colds. More fire. This is going to be magic. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to call it. Ring of Shadows we'll keep. Boots of Evasion. Okay. So then we'll head back to our quarters, and we'll drop some of these in a chest. Did not mean to do that. So we've only got 4 items here, and apparently we can do 8. So we'll keep that. Keep some of these rings in here. Do some juggling around. Okay, and then the Boots of Evasion will just drop on the ground. And then the Assassin's Dagger gives us a stealth modifier. But so this is all our stuff here. That's all our armor. We'll just drop it there. You can always pick it up off the ground after. And that gives us a little bit more room. Okay, so we've got our missives. We've got our melee weapon, just in case we get into any melee combat. I doubt that'll happen, given how combat's been going so far. But keep it just in case. Now back to Avalon, where we can grab the tunic and get some stealth training. Not that we'll need it, but he could give some bonuses to like coordination and stuff. That would be nice to have. So we'll indulge it. Okay, just real quick, guys. Just have to answer nature quickly. So we are just gonna swap screens and I'll be right back. Alright, chat, we are back. Sorry about that. Okay, so I believe... So we're, what, Village 1? So we'll make our way over to Village 2. And then I think we should just be able to head south from here. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we'll grab the tunic, and then we can start doing some leveling up. Actually, how many? Nearly 400 training points. You normally like to keep about 150 in reserve, just for any random leveling that you need to do. Oh, I spy with my little eye an enemy. Not anymore. Threaten me, will you? And his tent is right here. So we will grab the tunic. And then he said south of him. So now I'm just trying to remember where the Scoutmaster is. So slayed a bunch of people in this area. So if that's supposed to be south of him, then I just need to head north. Like one stage, and then I should just be able to keep heading east. Very glad that none of you recognize me. Nothing to see here. I wonder, actually.
I am the knight. I am Batman.
You can't see me. You can't see me. This is ridiculous. Am I getting no training points from the... I don't even care. I don't even care. No training points, no problem. And stay down. Let's see. Oh, I did receive training points from you. Which means... possibly... Okay, I can slay this camp, and it stays slain. Sweet. Alright. We like it. We like it a lot. So, as I say... Okay, not this one. The next one over? Actually, I don't think I have this fully explored even. Oh no, I do. Take him down. Got any rings for me? Nope. Too bad. Serrated broadsword. Worn. Serrated scimitar. Nope. Not that great. Okay. It's worth taking a look. Okay, so I can't actually go any more east. So I must have to go south now? That doesn't... No, because this is the big camp, so I must still have to go north then. Alright, if you say so. See if it lets us. Okay. Yes, we can. We can go north. And there's the Scoutmaster. Okay. His voice is actually really hard for me to do. So let me see if I can even bring it out of me again.
What progress do you have to report to me?
I've recovered the Houndmaster's shirt.
So you have... Sorry. There. So you have, my new pupil. Though this was not particularly dangerous or difficult assignment, it served my purpose of testing you quite well. Also, the item itself contains a lesson. You may find that a simple shirt can be used to mask your presence by its scent, just as movements that simulate nature can conceal you from your enemy's sight. There are many ways to pass unseen. Are you ready to explore these ways? I'm ready for your lesson in camouflage. And that is the essence of camouflage. This lesson has stirred my hunger for knowledge. Do you have any other skills you wish to share with me? So you wish to continue your training? Excellent. I have other tasks you may perform for me in exchange for your training. These may seem unusual, but I assure you, they serve the good of our people. I will leave the choice up to you. Hone your combat skills by slaying lizard men. Recover tactical maps believed to be lost on a corpse in the Dirtmen village and learn to be a shadow walker. Okay, well, I see no issue with slaying lizard men. A group of lizard men are currently in camp under the guise of negotiating an alliance with our people. I have learned that their true plan is to earn our trust. then betray us in an ambush. For this, you shall kill them. As an exercise of stealth, do this without drawing attention. You will find them in an abandoned farmhouse south of here and north of Mithras's tent. Return to me when you have done this. Do you understand? Yes, I shall return when I have slain them. Until then, burn brightly, Scoutmaster.
Alright, let's kill us some lizard men. So south of him, north of Mithras's tent, and we can't go west anymore. Actually, can I take you down without you regenerating? Nope. Sad face. Okay, so let's just keep going south until we find Mithras's tent. Is this where Mithras's tent is? No. No, I don't believe it is. That's where a bunch of those camps were that we couldn't kill off entirely. So let's try heading... We can go south one more. Okay, so this is... So that's where Mithras's tent is. Yes. Yes? Let's go down and take a look. Yeah, so that's Mithras's tent. So north of here. Okay. That doesn't really make sense to me, though. So that would mean... Oh, okay, cool. It is correct. Let's just take these guys down. Why can't I... What? Oh, that's... okay. Right. Because they're allies. Allies. Like taking candy from a baby. Okay, and it should just be straight north to the Scoutmaster's tent now. Now the other item was to basically give up the letter that we took off the scout from Muddum in exchange for training. So that would basically make us a turncoat to Avalon, which, I don't know, not really the intent of this playthrough, I would say.
What progress do you have to report to me?
I've eliminated the treacherous lizardmen, Scoutmaster.
Then we will now improve your combat skills. The technique I call focus is...
A lengthy explanation and demonstration follows.
So, though the primary mission of a scout is not usually combat, the time comes often enough when it is required to achieve your objective. Thus, I conclude this lesson. This lesson has further stirred my hunger for knowledge. Do you have any other skills you wish to share with me? So I need to recover the tactical maps believed to be lost on a corpse. So, that... okay. So, Mithras's tent is likely where the Dreamwalker wand is, since I'm fairly confident I've explored every area at this point. We'll do a little bit more exploring. Can't really go any more west from here. Can we go north at all? I don't think we can. Okay. So we can head west from here. Did I grab anything out of here? I can't remember. Nothing to grab. Okay, so Village 2, or maybe even Village 1 is going to be around here, because this is the church. Let's, we can save the game and just reload if we have to, but I feel like a conversation with Muddum is in order. And that way we can, see if, I don't know, maybe if it's smarter for us to turncoat, as it were. I don't think it would be. I don't, but honestly, it is a sign of a truly great RPG that it even gives us the choice, though. Okay, so Muddum is Outer Keep level 2. And for those of you who haven't played Siege of Avalon before, Muddum is the Scoutmaster. Welcome back! Have you something to report? I've investigated a few of the areas you spoke of. Yes? But why have you returned to me with your assignment incomplete? I simply thought what I had to report was important enough to come back to you with immediately. Perhaps I should have mentioned previously that I need information about each of the regions before I can make a truly informed decision. Please, return only when you have information about each of the 3 areas. Of course, I shall return presently. Okay. Let's see. So that would probably be under my quests. Scout south of Avalon, discover the activities of formations of troops. Once scouted, report activity in southwest, southeast, and east areas, and possible time of attack to Muddum. That might be impossible because I've been killing everyone. Whoops. Okay, so southwest, southeast, and east. Okay, so this is probably as far west as we can go. So let's just head straight south from here. See what can be found. And hopefully I haven't absolutely screwed the course of the game by slaying everyone. That being said, you are so tempting. I would love to just slay you all. Okay, so let's go right to the southwest. Yeah, can't go any further that way, so should be a relatively straightforward
Journey this way. Okay, so this is where we discovered our dead scout friend. Okay, I can go even further south than this. Yeah, this is probably the camp. So I don't see any dogs here. Okay, can't travel any farther. Oh, that is unfortunate. Big sigh. Hop up this way, travel over this way a whole bunch, and then we'll just kill all these guys. Okay, so I have explored this area though. So I find it odd that Muddum says I haven't scouted and gotten news on enemy movements from enough places. Okay, so we'll hide from him. Hide from him also. These all... Ugh. I had some guys I could talk to, though. Oh, that's very irritating. So none of them. Can't talk to any of them. Alright. Definitely couldn't talk to this guy. Might as well take these. Since I'm in town. Vault. I'm hidden, stop chasing me. Okay, so southwest, southeast, and east. Came back to report partial completion of my scouting assignment to Muddum today, but he turned me away, saying he needs all 3 areas scouted before he can make any more decisions. Okay. Reports of the non-humans were true, some grotesque unity of man and snake. They have the upper torso of a man, but stand on their tails. From their placement, they must surely be allies of the Shahol. Okay. So maybe this is one of the areas that I've scouted sufficiently. See if I can talk to this guy.
Our food supply is dwindling. Maybe the hunters don't talk about it like that, but I know soon there will be no food left for the horses. What then? eat them?
Certainly not. Okay. Should be only a couple more stages left. Yeah, it does look like I've mapped everything out, though. So if I've mapped out... Yeah, nothing else there. So if I've mapped out... Oh. Ah, I see. Okay, no, this is where Mithras' tent is. So that's southeast. And likely as far east as I can go. Yeah, that's as far east as I can go. So what do you need from me, sir? Okay, I can't enter through here. There's a weapon case there. But I believe his personal guards are right in front of all the entry points. Or not. Excellent. Oh, come on. Thank you. That's ridiculous. Okay. Too many guards. So I can't get through to that weapon case. Is there an entrance? Right here. Whew! Sweet. Can't access? Okay. Seems like an accessible chest, though. It's an elite guard. There's Mithras himself. Okay, so it must... So we confirmed that we've mapped out southwest, we've mapped out southeast. So I guess east is the only spot that we haven't mapped out, according to Muddum. Talk to this guy, maybe?
Do you believe this? We are hand in hand with the Dirt Man. We are using his designs and his materials, becoming less Shahul and more Dirt Man every day. We should be swarming that blight of landscape of theirs now.
Do you question our leader's judgment?
I question their view of our beliefs. Our lives were better before the Dirt Men were discovered.
And theirs as well, warrior. I don't know why I picked that voice. Like a cross between Chris Farley and something.
Do you want my head to explode?
Okay, so that's where the lizard men were. No, I think I can't go more north from here. So, adventure. Mudham also wishes me to keep an eye open for a scout he sent. Okay, Mudham warns me to avoid the elite guards. Mudham has hinted. Okay. Mudham suggests I perform these missions alone. There is, after all, only one mask. Okay, so it must be my quest log. So once scouted, report activity in southwest, southeast, and east areas and possible time of attack. So I have to find people to talk to, most likely. This is the Scoutmaster. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have been slaying everyone. Indiscriminate like. So I believe this is as north as I can go. Yeah, I can't go any more north than this. Okay, so we've got... Yes, mistakes were made, indeed. Okay. So that's as north as I can go. This is one. One map down. Let's see. Yeah, I might have screwed up there, guys. This is a scouting quest, right? So more emphasis on subterfuge. Of course, I, a knight, don't have any of that. Okay, so there's the lizard men dead. So what would count as east then? Because you've got two maps, or sorry, you've got your southeast, and then you've got a map, a map, a map. So you've got like 4 maps overall. Puzzling. Okay, so I can talk to that guy. I think he's the only one I left living. Oh wait, no, he's alive as well. Can't speak to him. Okay. Okay, I bet that Dirtman General fights like a demon. I'd like to cross swords with him, but it isn't allowed. Perhaps you'll have your chance. So how am I supposed to... Oh, no, because I'll just attack him. These guys aren't high-ranking enough for me to really get any information on troop movements from them. Okay, that guy's a pretty powerful mage. He's an enemy, outright. So this is our southeast area. Can't talk to Mithras's guards. They're too smart. Can't talk to any of these blokes. They're too smart. I wonder. And this is very puzzling for me. Because I assumed when he was talking about the scouting mission that he was simply referring to, like, physically scouting the area, because the scout he needed the missive from was making a map. And, like, that would give me plenty of an idea of troop movements and everything as well. Okay, head over this way. Let's go back to Avalon. See if I can I'll talk to General Roth, see if I can get some more missions, some more information off of him. I'll just save prior, just in case it has a possibility of ending the quest line. Let's go over to our merchant friend here as well. Or not merchant, why am I saying merchant? The dead scout. Yeah, he didn't have anything except the map. So I can chat with Pretik.
Another new face. How many of our people are going to come here? It certainly seems like all of them.
Do you find something objectionable about my face? If so, perhaps we could discuss it?
No, warrior. I spoke in haste. I meant only that with so many of our people in one place, feeding them is becoming a concern. As a hunter, it falls to my caste to see that everyone is fed. But by having stayed here so long already, most of the close game has been caught, forcing us to hunt further afield.
Are there really so many of the Shahul in this place?
Look around. Can you ever recall seeing so many of us in one place at a time before? And we have been here for months. Herds of game do not wander this land like our plains. Here, the dirtmen keep their cattle penned, and the wild stalks that we hunt are much thinner. I begin to regret the slaughter of the tame cattle when the dirtmen's dwellings were razed.
Do you think that food will become a problem for us soon, then?
Maybe, yes. Maybe no. Soon, probably not. Supply wagons do arrive and carry with them food, and we will not die to eat dried and salted meat more often, and fresh meats less. Still, I would be much less worried if the numbers arriving almost daily did more than eat and train. The hunters are doing their duty. The warriors should do theirs as well. With respect, warrior.
Of course, Hunter. I myself would be eager to learn when this force will do more than, as you say, eat and train.
I'm not a shaman. To command the warriors to march, and I haven't their magic to read their minds, to know when they will command a march. I am merely a hunter. Burn brightly, warrior.
As I am merely a warrior. Burn brightly, hunter. So, little bit more information there. So, I don't... okay, so that tells me that I haven't screwed up quite as bad as perhaps I think I did. Because that guy had a name. So, perhaps I should just be looking around for named soldiers. But that guy was also in the west. He was very westerly. Here, sorry, gotta drink something. Doing that raspy voice parches me. Not a sponsored video. Okay, more just warriors. But I got told to stay away from the mages because they command the forces. Okay. So it is the mages that command the force, which means I would have to speak to a mage in order to find out what the forces are doing. But I can't speak to a mage because they're too wizened to our ruse. Well, let's see if General Roth might give us a quest. We might be able to get marching orders. So the Scoutmaster didn't give us anything. So General Roth is Inner Keep level 1. Let's go have a chat with him. Also, loophole in the plot. I look like a shahole right now, allegedly. Or wait, no. The mask. It only works on shahole. That's right. So I just look like I'm wearing a stupid mask right now. It's good to see you again, Grumples. And you, Sir Roth. My excursion to find Overon's satchel has been a success. Excellent. I knew it. I wish I could say that this act would seal Overon's fate, but he's certainly not going to mention anything. When he realizes the satchel is gone, he's still alive. He will know. Don't worry about sealing Overon's fate, Sir Roth. I've always fancied that my responsibility. We all have favorite aspirations for the most traitorous of the traitors. He will meet his end, and matters not by whose hand. I guess I will volunteer. He should be provided a trial, but at this point, it would be pointless. It would be a pointless formality. He'd be lucky to survive a night inside these walls. Exactly. If there's nothing else, you are dismissed. Not at the moment. Until the next, Sir Roth. I've returned Overon's satchel to Sir Roth, and, as he believed, Overon had kept a few documents from his new ally, Mithras. One wonders how long Overon will last without his bargaining chip. Sir Roth was very pleased to receive the satchel I pilfered from Overon's tent. Since he had surmised some time ago that Overon had kept some documents secret from Mithras, he was relieved to find that the satchel was indeed used to store those documents. These documents were the troop status reports from the regional commanders in Avalon, information that Sir Roth is pleased that Overon kept from Mithras. He adds that Overon will know who is responsible when he realizes that his satchel is gone, and he yet draws breath. perhaps it will provoke him to do something rash. I would relish the opportunity to mete out some justice to this traitor. Well, it sounds like we have license to take on General Overon. So we'll go do that right now. So that leaves us with 2 quest lines. Number 1 is for Muddum. For whatever reason, we can't seem to close his quest loop. So there's got to be someone to talk to, something to do in the southeast, southwest, or east parts of the map. We've talked to Petrick the Hunter. We've talked to the Scoutmaster. There's got to be some mage that is in charge of troop movements that we can speak to and figure out what's going on. So let us proceed. But first, General Overon must meet his fate. Might let us take on one of Mithras's guards as well. So I believe General Overon is kind of in the middle. So we'll head over to, yes, Village 2. And then I believe if we start heading south from here, we'll be able to track him down. So let's take a look here. So that's Village 6. Keep going south. Yeah, okay, this does make sense, because when I was leading Edgard back to Avalon, I believe we passed through this area. Might be worth seeing if we can find someone to talk to in these areas as well. Okay, so no one here. Might have to go more east. This was one of the... I was reading up on it. This was one of the biggest reasons that this game wasn't terribly popular back in its time. People didn't like all the back and forth, all the walking that you had to do. Okay, so here's General Oberon's tent. Finally. So I should be able to slay the general. Or not. Interesting. Let's see if there's anything to be done here. Or perhaps because this is a more stealth-oriented quest line, perhaps I'm supposed to poison him? Something like that? I know not. Alright, well, I think that's as good a place as any to pause for today. Because I didn't have power for most of the day today, it's 3. Normally I do 11 to 3, so I'll just call this, I'll call this good for today. We did get a good bit done, so all I've got to do is close the loop on Muddum's quest line, perhaps met out some justice to General Overon, and then get the Dreamweaver's wand. So, kind of off-screen, I'll look into that, see if I can figure that out. There's not much point in me kind of muddling around and not being terribly interesting to watch, not really unraveling any story or anything like that. So I thank everybody who came to the stream today. It's yeah, I'm very apologetic that it ended up not being on schedule today. Like I said, I lost power at my house. It was something beyond my control, and I was unable to update the Twitch schedule due to the fact that, I don't know, the app hates me or something like that. I wasn't able to make the mobile app cooperate with me in any meaningful form. Didn't let me update my schedule at all. So, apologies for that if you were looking forward to the stream and I wasn't on schedule. Again, very apologetic. If you've enjoyed the show today, please, drop a follow. Let's grow the community. I play... The whole point of this channel is kind of games like this, right? Games that are almost relegated to the point of abandonware. They're not getting recognized for the really good, fun games that they are. And, newer games like Marvel Rivals and Fortnite are getting all the attention. And, those games are fun, but I feel like these games are really, really special, and I want to get them to the widest possible audience. So if you guys can help me do that, I'd be very appreciative. Anyways, with that, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming.